Now to your weather impacts, we have a live look at Boone where you can see a good amount of snow still on the ground tonight. Several parts of the area seeing that snowfall earlier in the day and then went into the night time period as well. We did see some flurries in the metro also. Not everybody did though.
Yeah, the good news in the metro and around the Piedmont, there was no travel issues. But if you're going to the mountains or if you're in the mountains, that's where there's going to be slick roads in the morning because it's below freezing up there. It's frigid. That stuff is not going anywhere. Tonight, we take a live view from uptown from our camera. You can see a beautiful view and notice that kind of pillar coming off the Bank of America building there. There's a little bit of snow aloft there. Might be a little flurry action moving over uptown right now, at least based on radar and some of the surface reports we're getting. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few flakes floating around out there. Tomorrow, cold, breezy, kind of like today. Temperatures in the upper 40s. We won't be quite as cold tomorrow night. And then by Wednesday, just, maybe mere 24 hours from now, we're going to be back into the 60s. And by the weekend, yes, mid 70s, not just 70, but mid 70s. Now, the current feel like readings, it is frigid out there. It's bad enough that it's cold, but the winds are making it feel even worse. Single digit to below zero wind chills in the mountains. So it's brutally cold out there. And that's really more the story than the isolated little flurries. So you see that little batch of snow trying to move through uptown. That's why I think that's what we saw showing up on our camera there. Again, this won't amount to much. It's not going to cause any road issues, but it just kind of shows you what's going on. We talked about that burst of snow earlier for us. That actually made it all the way down to the coast. They had a little bit of snow in Myrtle Beach, a little bit of snow in Wilmington. So that was a potent area of low pressure in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere, which really dove down to the south and got us with that snow. The overnight temperatures, this is your temperature trend. Pretty cold tonight through about 9 a.m. tomorrow. We warm up into the 40s. So, we've been colder at night. This won't be a record low, but the fact that we're below freezing for about 12 hours, that's what's going to cause the hard freeze. So even though temperatures get back into the upper 40s, the fact that we're below freezing for such a long period of time, that's going to do more damage to your plants and vegetation than the fact that it gets super cold. Now, what about the future? Well, it'll be cold Wednesday morning, pretty close to freezing, but look at that. We'll be in the 30s going into the weekend and 40s by early next week. So once this trough moves through, the winds switch around to the southwest. That's why there's such a rapid warm up here. That southwest wind is the blowtorch. So that changes things really quickly around here and will warm us up rather dramatically. But tonight through tomorrow, the wind chills will be the real deal with 30s and 40s mostly. But by the time we get to Wednesday, it starts feeling like the 60s because the air temperatures will actually be in the 60s. So a pretty cold overnight through early tomorrow morning. So bundle those kids up early on. Now, your Jerry Hunt Super Center 7-day forecast, we're going to stay alert tomorrow for that first freeze of the season, but it's a quick turnaround. By Wednesday, we're back into the mid 60s. Thursday and Friday, we're pushing 70 degrees. And by the weekend, look at that, Sunday, upper 70s. Remember, we were 77 yesterday, and we got some snow a day later. So 2 weeks in a row, we could see a 77 on a Sunday. And then next week, it looks like temperatures do cool off a little bit, but pretty close to average for this time of year and not a lot of rainfall in that 10-day forecast. So this was a short but brief blast of winter